Hi Betty, how are you?
Oh, hi.
My name is Kate and I'm going to be your occupational therapist today. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad you're here. I'm ready to start working.
Sounds good. How are you feeling today?
I'm in a lot of pain, but it's better, a little bit better.
Okay. So how would you rate your pain on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, last night and the day before was like really high, like a 10, but today it's like an 8. So I mean it's a little better, but not great.
All right. And how are you feeling fatigue-wise? Are you tired or?
Well, I'm not getting up very much, so I'm not as tired, but if I'm doing a lot of stuff, like with PT that had me moving all over, I was really tired.
Okay, and I see you have your oxygen on, so that's great.
I'm keeping it on.
Good, good. I know that's a good way to increase oxygen flow and also increase your endurance to keep your oxygen flowing. So I'm actually, just before we get started, going to check your oxygen rate. So if you could just put your finger right here. Okay, perfect. So it looks like you got about 90, so we can safely start treatment.
Okay, good.
And do you want to, it's probably better to leave your oxygen on while we
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to teach you is actually just an energy conservation technique for the times that you don't have your oxygen on or you don't have it available for you. And it's a technique called pursed lip breathing.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of it before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's actually very simple. So what it does is you just breathe in for 2 seconds, like you're smelling your favorite flower, and then you breathe out for 4 seconds.
Do I have to do it any certain way? Breathing out?
Oh, like you're blowing out a candle.
Oh, okay.
So you breathe in like you're smelling a flower, and then blow out like you're blowing a candle. Perfect.
Okay.
So I think that'd be really helpful to use like in the next couple things that we're going to be working on. So I know that you've expressed that you've been having some difficulty with dressing, so I thought that's maybe where we could start first.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so I'm just going to grab some Purell, and I'm going to grab you some sweatpants so we can start practicing.
Oh, perfect. Are they my favorite black ones?
They are the extra comfy pair. Okay. So when you're at home, I think it would be a really great idea if you could just start to set up your material ahead of time. So if you could just, like maybe the night before, pick out your outfit and lay them next to your bed so that way you have them available. And you don't have to spend too much energy trying to pick out your clothes before you get dressed. And also it may be helpful just to dress your lower body first, because usually the lower body takes the most time and it's really actually the most expensive, most energy.
Okay.
So, but today I'll just get your clothes for you.
Thank you.
So if you want to start by, we're going to start with your right side. So my suggestion is to take this, and if you just thread your hand through your leg, yep, and you want to just start to gather it a little bit. Just keep gathering it. Yep. Perfect. Okay, and now I think it's easier if you put over your right foot, across your right leg. Yep.
Oh, getting old, crossing my legs.
As far as you can, and then if you can just thread your foot through.
Okay.
Perfect. Good. You want to see your toes. All right, and then you can just put your foot back down and hold it down. Awesome. If you want to pull it up above your knees, so that way you just have it resting on your leg. And now you're going to do the same thing with the opposite arm, with the opposite leg. So if you want to just thread your fingers through.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. And then if you can, cross.
Okay.
Perfect. And thread your foot through.
Okay.
Awesome. And then you definitely want your feet out. Great. So now if you want to just keep shifting your weight a little bit and pulling it up, so if you shift to the left, then you can pull up the right. If you shift to the right, you can pull up the left. Awesome.
Ooh, okay.
Good job. So if you want to actually just bunch up your feet just so that way you don't trip on them. Perfect. Okay, and then when you're comfortable and you're ready, if you want to just push off the chair, you can take your time.
Ooh, okay.
Perfect. And then just pull them up. And you're all set.
Oh, wow, that was easier.
Right? It's not too bad. So just until your arm heals, I would recommend using sweatpants and comfortable clothes because they're a little bit easier to manage.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've got some dressing down, I just want to check your oxygen level again just to make sure that we can continue. Awesome, you're up at 90 again. Looking good. Okay, so I know that you've expressed that you're a little bit upset that your husband has been doing a lot of the tasks around the house for you and it's been really difficult for you.
Yeah, I'm just worried he's gonna be so sick of having to do everything for me, and I can't even like make my own food or anything like that, and I'm so used to being so independent and not
Right.
depending on him. I mean, he's great, but
Still, that's got to be really tough, and especially if you like to cook, it's got to be really hard for you not to be able to do that. So I was actually thinking of a couple ways that we can get you cooking again, but this time just with one hand.
okay.
So here I actually found, this is called a Dyson. It's a non-slip mat. So we'll just put that down. So that way, yeah, you feel this?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right? So you can put cups, plates, anything on it, and it shouldn't slip. And then this is actually a cutting board. And it's pretty cool because it has 2 nails in it. So this way, you could even just ask your husband to put the nails in it himself. And then you could just put it on top. It won't slip. And then I was thinking,
I love Rice Krispie treats. Those are my favorite.
I figured you might want a little treat. So what you could do is you could just put the food right on top, hold it down, and then you can use some different devices. So to cut, I was thinking something that's a little bit rounded like that to make it a little bit easier, like that. Even a pizza cutter. Do you have a pizza cutter at home?
Oh yeah, we love pizza.
Yeah.
Get that every Friday night.
There you go. It's an easy way without a lot of resistance just to cut your food. And then I was also thinking if you ever wanted to peel potatoes, you could just put it down on here and peel them like that. Do you want to give it a try?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do you want to try first?
I'll try the knife first.
Okay. Do you need me to move this a little closer to you? Or do you want to maybe get a little closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll just rock like that, or
Yep.
just down?
Just rock like that. Rock back and forth. There you go.
Oh wow.
It's not too bad, right?
Very easy.
Here, you want to try the pizza cutter? Move that out of your way.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's so easy.
Mm-hmm. And then if you want to give
Upper-
that a shot too, just pretend to peel your potato.
It's so much easier when it's on there because can't do it with one arm.
Right.
So.
That way it stabilizes it, and you don't have to worry about having your other arm hold it down. You just need this one device, and then these.
I'm feeling a little tired. Is it okay if we take a break for a second?
Sounds great.